Hey everybody, this is John with Real Man Romcom Review coming to you from the house. Today I'm going to review the new George Clooney, Julia Roberts movie, Ticket to Paradise. It just came out in the theaters this past weekend. Lisa and I went and saw it yesterday and had a thoroughly good time watching the movie. So just to give you a kind of a not too spoilery review of the movie, basically Julia Roberts plays Georgia Cotton, who was married to George Clooney. He was, that's right, David Cotton. So they only were married for 5 years. In that time, they had a daughter named Lily. Lily is graduating from some snooty college somewhere or another, and Lily and her roommate, Wren, played by Billie Lourd, who is Carrie Fisher's daughter, also granddaughter of Debbie Reynolds, is in this. And Lily is played by Caitlin Dever, who you may know from Last Man Standing or the movie Booksmart that Olivia Wilde did, I think about a year or two ago. Lily and Wren have just graduated from a snooty college somewhere, and Lily is going off to Bali with her roommate Wren before she endeavors on her career as a lawyer in Boston or wherever it is that she's going to go live. So while they're in there, Lily meets G'day, who is a seaweed farmer. That was the best they could come up with from a guy from Bali. Whatever. Anyway. So meets this seaweed farmer, and what seems like in about one night, Lily's decided that she's just going to marry G'day and live in Bali and so on and so forth. So they call mom and dad hop on a flight and have to come over to Bali to try to stop Lily from making this horrible mistake, in their opinion. Julia Roberts' character, Georgia, and George Clooney's David, they don't like each other a whole lot. And it's made very clear early in the movie when they have to go to the graduation, especially when they're standing there, and when Lily walks across the stage and Georgia and David stand up, and it's all, oh, I love you more, I love you even more than that, I love you the most, oh, I'm so proud of you, I'm prouder than you, so and all that. So everything is a competition between the two of them. Anyway, so they have decided that they're going to stop Lily from getting married, and they are going to do whatever it takes. They are in lockstep, and so they go off. So one of the great parts is when they go to get on the airplane, Georgia and David are in seats next to each other on the airplane. And this wonderful little lady, I don't know who she is, but anyway, plays this little side character, whatever, and she offers to trade seats with Georgia so they can sit on opposite sides. Well, when they start bantering back and forth with each other, the lady asks the airline steward for some champagne, in which Julia Roberts says she'll have two, and George Clooney immediately goes, just leave the bottle. It's really good, it's really funny, it was a classic. The banter between Julia Roberts and George Clooney is fantastic in the movie. It reminds you a lot of what they did together in the Ocean's movies, and that kind of thing. So they did a really good job of keeping that banter up. All right, so anyway, they go on and they meet the family. The family is this huge gathering of people. It is a big family of all kinds of people. And of course, they don't speak English. There's lots of, great quips in it, back and forth. The things that go on with the family over the various ceremonies and all the other stuff are very cool and very fun. So Julia Roberts' boyfriend, Paul, is a pilot. And Paul ends up making a switch with another pilot to be the pilot to fly Georgia and David to Bali to go stop the wedding. Well, Paul he's kind of a wimpy guy. I mean, he's like, I don't know, he's kind of just yeah, and he's not a very good character in the movie, but he worships Julia Roberts to the point that Julia Roberts is really kind of bored with him. She just can't stand the adoration that he puts on her. Although she will not let David know that she can't stand the adoration. She plays up the fact that he adores her so whenever David and Paul are around with him, but ultimately she really doesn't like the adoration that he gives, and she's not really all that excited about him. But it's who she has, and in the light of the situation, it works. So Paul ends up showing up. They go out. So everybody goes out to this I don't know what it was, some kind of a temple. And immediately when they get to the temple, Paul gets down on a knee and proposes to Georgia. And of course, Georgia at this point is like, oh, I don't know, and whatever. So, and it, you could just, the obvious, you can tell this isn't going to work out. Feelings are starting to happen with David again, and that kind of thing. So they end up, so Georgia and David and Lily and Ren, and then they all go out for a night of, and G'day go out for a night of drinking and partying, and they end up playing beer pong with some kind of island hunch punch or tequila or whatever it is, kind of whatever, and do that. And so Billy Lord, who's this fantastic little side character of the movie, says, hey, we need some music for the old geezers. At which point we get Jump Around, a little Run DMC, there was something else. I think it was I Got the Power or one of those, and they were anyway playing that. And there's Georgia and David doing all kinds of, the Running Man and the woo and all the other kind of stuff. And of course, the kids are just like, oh no, and everything. Well, anyway, so it's a fantastic scene. And ultimately, they figured out that they can't fight this, and they say, "You have our blessing," and they get married. There's a great thing in it that happens. I won't reveal that, but before they get married, but there's a great little thing there. And ultimately, they leave to go back home and realize that, hey. So, as I said, there were a lot of good things about it. There were a couple of odd things about it, like who gets married or engaged the day after, whatever. I mean, listen, I loved my wife the day I met her, but I was not getting married to her the next day, or anything like that. So Ticket to Paradise is a perfectly good rom-com. I give it, the Roger Ebert 2 thumbs up. And I highly recommend it. There's lots in there for the ladies to love. There's good humor in there and things in there that guys will love too. So go out, go see it, enjoy yourself. And if you like this, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to ring the bell.